It is February 25th, which means, wow, look at my hair. Tell them at the gym because I do not care. Anyways, it's February 25th, which means that it is my stroke-versary today, which means that today is 8 years post-stroke, and I'm having a lot of feelings today, but you know what? Everyone has bad days, and I know what makes me feel better is going to the gym. So, here we go. I'm doing leg presses, and I farted, and someone looked at me, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, who was that?" The gym is super close to my house, so I can just walk there. And on my walk home, I usually let Vista sniff because that's his reward for being such a good boy. And my house is just down that street. My bangs look like I have that Justin Bieber sweep, like, you know, when he was young and he would do that, and like all the girls would like swoon over him. Anyways, that's what I have for my bangs. But so, like I said in the earlier video, that today is my 8-year stroke-versary, and this time 8 years ago, I was visiting my boyfriend, now husband, at work. I had brought him chicken wings because I know that he had worked 24 hours and he worked on base, so he couldn't leave. So I had brought him lunch. It was a Sunday. I didn't work the next day. So I went to the base and I hung out with him. He kind of gave me a tour around the base and everything and just all that stuff. And then I went back to my parents' house, which was just like 15 minutes away from the base, and just kind of did what any other millennial woman would do on a Sunday. Raid my parents' pantry, because they were in Maui, for snacks, free snacks, cook all the food that I can, you know, get as much food as I can into my mouth, and watch Harry Potter. And I did that, and I was laying on the couch, and it wasn't until around like 9 p.m. that I felt like my neck felt a little weird. Thinking nothing really of it, obviously. I honestly, I didn't do anything. I kept watching TV, and my phone was plugged in on my parents' kitchen island, and I was in the living room. So my phone was plugged in all the way into the kitchen. So I made myself pizza. I took a piece of pizza, went, sat down, and as I finished my pizza, I took it back to the kitchen. And like I said, my phone was still charging, so I went to my phone. And it's crazy to say this because I know that if I heard someone say this, I wouldn't believe it. But like, it was like an out of body experience that I just texted something is wrong to my boyfriend. And that's when I lost control of my body and I fell down. And that's when this journey started. And I, it feels like just yesterday, but also, God, I've done so much in this 8 years, and I am so proud of myself. I've worked really hard the last 8 years, and I'm only here because of the support that I've had, mentally and physically, and my stubbornness. Like I said in my previous video, it is so hard what I went through, what I'm still going through. But I'm just so thankful that I have such an amazing husband, family,
friends, so many people, like internet friends, like you guys. It's just amazing the community that I've made through social media and like through such a dark time in my life. And like I keep saying, I started my Instagram and my YouTube honestly just to be able to look back and be like, oh my God, look how far I've come. But people reaching out to me and saying, hey, I've gone through the same thing, or I'm in the same hospital that you were in a couple of years, like 8 years ago, it just makes me feel really good that I'm able to help people and educate people about stroke or brain injury or service dogs. It's been a wild ride, and I enjoy making these little videos for you guys because even if you guys watch it all and you can only relate to one thing, then I'm happy. I'm glad that you're here, that you're watching. I hope that I give off like bestie vibes, that you can message me whenever you want, just because I know how tough it was when I was in the hospital and I had no one to relate to. Social media has done wonders for me, and I am so thankful for you guys. Okay, now I'm at my chiropractor. I don't have my service dog with me because he threw up last night and this morning, so didn't bring him with me. So just with my trusty cane today. But I go to chiro because my neck gets really kinked. Find that when I shoulder check, it gets really messed up, and she uses one of those tools to like rub me out. This video is a span over a couple days because, to be honest with you, most of my days are pretty boring. And yesterday, like I said, I had to go to the dentist, I went to a naturopath, and then I went to a chiropractor. I go to a chiropractor because I find that the right side of my body overcompensates for my left hemiplasia. So it always gets really stiff and really tight. So I have to go to the chiropractor every other week or month just to get her to stretch me out, because like I said in my other video, I get really sore sometimes even when I like shoulder check. I find that she has to take one of those like gua sha rocks and just stretch me out basically. And that's really helpful because like I said, my right side is working overtime to help with my left side. And this is just a new thing that I've noticed about my body, so that's really fun. And then I also went to a naturopath. I went to a naturopath, has nothing to do with my stroke, but I went to the doctor there because I wanted to talk about diabetes. So yesterday I wasn't working with my dog, and yesterday he pooped in the car, which that's okay. And then he also got up, I think, every 3 hours last night. So, and my husband had to fly this morning at 5 a.m. So obviously I was the one getting up, which is fine. He's my dog. But he's not a very happy camper right now. So we're off to the vet and gonna see why he's Mr. Poopy Pal. So I ended last video saying that, oh, we're going out for supper and maybe I'll film. Yeah, no, it was way too busy at the restaurant. There was a live band and it was just chaotic. So I didn't film, but food was really yummy and it's one of my favorite restaurants. Well, mine and my husband's favorite restaurant, so that was nice. And then after all my appointments, I am taking my dogs over to my cousin's house to play in the backyard. So, and I'll probably get myself a sweet treat because who doesn't love a sweet treat? So let's go, divas.